Hi, I'm Rosie Bell from See the Light Personal and Business Transformation. We're called See the Light because often when we talk about different issues that are important to life, people say, aha, now I get it, now I see the light. And today we're talking about transforming your relationship and creating the love that you really want for yourself. You see, often in relationships, people get confused. Many times when people fall in love, their partner makes them happy, ecstatically happy. And often relationships get into trouble because as time goes by, they still expect their partner to make them happy. But being responsible in life, being at cause, means taking 100% responsibility for all you bring or add to a relationship. It means being responsible for who you are. Because there's really only one person that can make you happy, and that is you, because happiness starts from within. In a relationship, you don't own anybody else. You cannot demand anything from anybody else, and you are not holding somebody hostage. You cannot keep them in your pocket just to turn on your happiness when it suits you. The problems begin in relationships over time, and they begin when the relationship changes. Often we expect our partner to make us happy. We want our partner to be exciting and to make our life exciting. Relationships are not always like they are in the movies. We want romance, we want laughter, we even want fireworks. But often it's real life that gets in the way, and we sometimes measure the success of our relationship compared to how it was in the beginning. The truth is, relationships evolve over time, and when they do that, they take on different stages. These stages are identified well by Jackie Easton, who's written a book, Put the Spark Back in You and in Your Relationship. Jackie refers to the stages of relationship in the same way that you would watch the different stages of a fire. When a fire is hot and burning at its fullest, it is bright red, and so too in relationship. The first stages of bright red relationship consist of hot passion, which ignites the fireworks. It's intense and wild and wonderful. Many of us have experienced how delicious that is in its very true sense of warmth and excitement. But just as it usually starts quickly, it also burns out quickly. The next stage in relationship is the yellow stage of passion. Now this is a slower form of passion, and it does need some kindling. Usually there's a period of romance and a period of one partner romancing the other and dating and pursuing them until finally they have their fling. It's often a fast, short burst of fun and love, but little longevity. There's little warmth, and the flame goes out very quickly, sometimes in a bit of a puff. Thirdly, there is the orange stage of passion. This is when, just like a fire, when a fire flame is orange, it starts to last. It starts to glow, it feels good, and it looks good. It's really warm and it doesn't die out easily. So with the orange stage of passion, there's a lot of intimacy, sharing laughter. People can talk about their joys and their fears and often share their tears. At this stage, they often have respect for each other. They trust each other. They take more time and effort to build a relationship and to maintain it. An orange stage of passion, the relationship isn't extinguished too easily. And finally you have the purple passion, the blue flame of the fire. When a fire has a blue flame, it's really steady, it's deep. It's been through this and it's been through that, and it's still burning. This fire can light up with great gusto. It can very easily get back to the red, passionate stage of fire. But the purple stage is warm. It lasts through thick and thin. In this stage, a couple shares lots of laughter. They share tears, they share their fears and their secrets. It is a partnership, and that's what makes it different. In the purple stage of passion, a couple usually have a shared history. They value that, and they don't want to let go of it. So the purple stage of passion, takes a lot longer to extinguish, and people hang on to this, avoiding the breakup of a relationship and trying to keep that little blue flame burning for as long as they possibly can. So in a relationship, when you feel that the hot passion has gone, doesn't necessarily mean that the relationship is over. It just means you're transitioning into one of the other stages. Now, people often say, I need someone who will make my life good, someone who will make me laugh, and someone who will listen, someone that I can talk to, and someone who will be passionate about me, someone who will appreciate me and make me feel like $1 million. When we have that kind of relationship, it's all very well and exciting at first. When the relationship no longer seems to work, many people will try to change it by trying to change their partner. When they do not change, the partner and them argue, and then disillusionment sets in with both the partner and the relationship. This is really a tedious point in a relationship where couples are vying for each other to make them happy again. They rely on the other one to ease the tension. They rely on the other one to avoid the conflict. They rely on the other one to create happiness again. Trouble is, you cannot make someone do anything, and you cannot expect somebody outside of you to make you happy. In any relationship, when this does occur, in any relationship where one is controlling the other, that relationship becomes abusive. Partners begin controlling each other when over time, unsaid rules and agreements change. When life becomes rigid and harsh, without negotiation, without choice, often lands up being indoctrination. You can never ever drive someone else's bus. And perception is projection. If you are frustrated in your relationship, if you are wanting more from your partner will most likely see your discontent. They will feel it and they will hear it. In fact, that will result in what we call FIP, frustration. They will be impatient and purposeless. Frustrated, impatient and purposeless. And when you have that, it makes you both unhappy. Often it's at that stage that couples separate. The truth is, really, what I have learned in 38 years of marriage, you cannot be a whole person if you are reliant on someone else for your success. And if you spend all your time focusing on whether or not that person makes you happy, you will find that your unhappiness expands. You will be focusing on what they are not rather than what they are and who you are. Then that means you are abdicating from your own success. You are giving away your happiness and you are becoming dependent. That looks like this. You cannot stand alone as your own true person. You always will need to have your partner stand with you, and your direction, your intention, and your purpose will be dependent on the direction, intention, and purpose of your partner. That makes you shackled to your partner, and your happiness is dependent on whatever he or she does or does not do. But the truth is, because you have different values, because you have different interests and beliefs, you will become a victim of your own life, giving yourself up for someone else and a relationship that you are not even comfortable with. But being at cause, taking responsibility for who you are, living above the line instead of below the line, means taking 100% responsibility to create your own authentic self. When you find your own direction, intention, and your true purpose in life, you will gain self-respect. And when your partner does that, you will gain respect for your partner enough to accept and support their direction, intention and purpose. And that will make you two interesting people. You see, your world is never the same as your partner's world. And when you have come from different foundations, been raised in different households, maybe pursued different careers, you will have different thinking. And your mind spends a great deal of time assessing the difference between you and your partner. You will be making judgments about who is right. It sounds petty, but most of the time, this right way thinking is what really dissects a relationship. When this happens, we spend most of our time proving who is right. Really, the degree of connection in relationship depends on the degree to which you can see your partner's worldview and how much you can accept and accommodate the difference between you and your partner. We each have our own map. We each have our own way of seeing the world, because we see the world through our own experience. When you can understand your partner's world, when you can respect their partner's values, this will give you mutual respect in a relationship. It will give you trust and a deep interest in one another, which replaces being threatened by the differences between you. This new perspective, this understanding of each other, this valuing the differences, can create a very deep connection, intimacy and cooperation. And even more than that, it is this that keeps a relationship interesting. You see, when you have shared responsibility, then it's easy to get mutual agreement. You will make decisions based on your values, and you will understand the decisions that your partner makes. You will get a better sense of security in your relationship, respect for yourself, trust in your relationship, in your partner, and in the world around you, and that will give you more energy. You see, you are the person who creates your happiness. When you find your own direction, intention, and purpose, when you are comfortable with who you are, when your partner is comfortable with who they are, when they are interesting, when they have their own purpose, their own happiness, and their true direction in life, then the two of you together can create a solid foundation for your future. You can create a secure relationship with lots of synergy. You get the best of your world and the best of your partner's world. Together, you can build a great life based on both of your strengths and accommodating your weaknesses as part of you rather than seeing them as a threat. Connection comes from understanding the other person's map. Their map is the way they see the world. The degree to which you understand the difference in the way you and your partner process information about the world around them, the more you can accommodate these differences in fulfilling relationship. So you must discover your own identity. You must follow your own dreams and be committed if you want to stay in love. This makes you more interesting to yourself. It gives you confidence and self-assurance. It allows you to be more fun. It allows you to have dreams, to stay energetic, and to be interesting to other people. Knowing what you want and actioning it will allow you to make choices that work in every area of your life, because you prune off what no longer serves you, and you know which pathway you want to travel, including work, family, and relationships. When you have that, both you and your partner will be more secure. You see, often wanting changes in your relationship is really a trigger of wanting bigger changes in your life. Maybe A change in direction to become clearer about who you are or what you stand for is what you have really been unsettled and looking for. In every area of life, including relationship, you have values that drive you towards or away from behaviors that shape who you are and the actions you take or commit to. Both you and your partner will have different needs in life. You both have core needs, and it's a good thing to understand how those core needs work for or against your relationship. For example, if your relationship and your partner is driven by variety and you are driven by security and comfort, you might want a steady, safe and comfortable life. Your partner, on the other hand, being driven by variety, might want adventure, travel, lots of different jobs, and involvement with a great variety of people that you may feel uncomfortable and threatened by. Sometimes life needs to get just a little messy before we can really ask, who am I? What do I want? And with whom and what is really important to me? If you are ready to unlock the keys to your lasting relationship, if you want more from life and more connection, and if you want to learn to understand your love on a deeper level, you may want to consider coaching. Coaching will help you through DISC and relationship profiling, where you will get to understand your personality style, your energy, and your energy style, and this will help you to see your strengths, your communication systems, and the way that you and your partner either work together or work against each other. When we do DISC relationship coaching, we often also look at your core needs in the same sessions. So here's what you get with DISC relationship building. You get one DISC assessment for you and one for your partner. You get 1 hour, which is a DISC report and feedback session, and you get a written report on your personal style and energy for each of you. Then you will get another 2 1-hour coaching sessions of love building and communication strategies to put the right pieces into your personal puzzle so that you can better understand each other. In fact, so that you can read each other any time and be the best you can be together. If this is something that interests you or you want to find out more, you can book on my website for a free chat and we can talk about this. There are some other articles in my blog, particularly the articles on core needs and one called What's Your Driver, that will help you understand your own personal style. Let's make your love last. I'm Rosie Bell from See the Light Personal and Business Transformation. I wish you well, because children are important and parents matter too. Thank you. Take care.